All right, Matt Riddle. Nice try with the little table. It was all right. It was cool. But y'all already know my phrase. What's my phrase? When it comes to the street champ, the Samoan Bulldozer Jr., the Crusher, the new ring general. Nobody trying to hear all that. Gunther cool, but hey, it's more than Gunther on SmackDown, buddy boy. Throw them ones up. Oh man, I can't believe these guys. The hardest thing since the NWO because Evolution cheated, but they didn't really cheat on this magnitude. So I just can't believe one of the hardest things since the NWO is really cheating in a no disqualification match with chairs and weapons everywhere. Bro, cry me a river home. Cry me a river home. That wasn't even a clothesline. Bruh. He variated that thing, bro. Don't you realize he hit him in the chest anyway? Dude ain't putting his thumb in their chest. So when he slapped over, bro, that was like supposed to be a variation, which is good. Now we're seeing that he hit him in different angles with the Samoan spike. Because I don't even think Umaga did it. It was all straightforward. It was all straightforward and maybe a few catches, but he still didn't immediately pin and get wins off the catches. Solo do it off a catch. He do it straightforward when he grab you, and now he did a running one, and he pinned him to do it. That's hard. Take it to as far as it can go. I put it in a sleeper hole, break her down, spin them around if I got to and add variations. I add layers to it. He could do like them dudes be doing the little GTS with the little knee. If he wanted to, because he already got them little quick kicks, I snap into a GTS, smack him again into the GTS again without dropping him, head up, bam, spike him again. I'm telling you, bro, he can literally use that move or use other moves like how he can set up the kick and then set up the spike. I'm for real, bro. Solo need to add layers to that spike. Layers. Especially now that today that Matt Riddle blocked it. I think that's the first person I ever seen block it. Only time I think I can even feel in my heart of hearts that it's possible that somebody could have blocked it was maybe Gunther in NXT. I couldn't picture nobody else blocking it, bro. Because really, he was using the spinning solo more in NXT and a diving ooh splash. So I would believe that they really wasn't blocking it like that. And the way he been here for almost, a year now, nobody been blocking that. Not that I can remember. I don't even know if he used it on Cody. And that match wasn't nothing but to set up the match for him to fall. Come on now, bro. You got to make Cody look strong. Who's been one of the hottest pushed dudes other than Gunther, and Gunther on the whole separate brand? Why you think Solo been bouncing around since then? And technically, he got the right to. The draft happened after Solo got called up. Y'all don't understand that, bruh. Really, I don't understand why all y'all want LA Knight push up at. I don't see why he don't take advantage of it. Or was he drafted? Because I could have sworn he got called up after the draft too. That's something that the WWE, they either could address or they can leave that window open though. Because, and that'll be nice to help get the NXT people over. That should be a rule for NXT people. If you wasn't drafted and you get the call up after the draft, you should have like a free-for-all wild card. Or the rule should be until you win your first main title. Then you should be a staple of that said roster. Then you do it like that. You see what I'm saying? That way he can get a feel around and still get TV time, still pick up fresh rivalries, and not just be sitting in catering, and then we figure out which show or which brand he could better work through. We should do all of them like that. That should be the new rule. If I was NXT, they should use that in the storyline too. You should have like the wrestlers being like, nah, bro, I don't really want to get drafted. And then have everybody looking at them like still make it a big deal. Be like, what? You don't want to get drafted? And then have them tell you about the new technicality. Like almost like how they got the transfer portals and stuff in college. Be like, no, I don't want to get drafted. Be like, because if I get called up, I get a better feel around instead of getting stuck to one show. And then that's hard because it ain't for the main roster people who automatically get drafted. We know certain directions and we've seen them get to prove themselves as well. This is for the newbies. And that's good. I wouldn't see why the fans could even disagree with this idea. A lot of y'all will comment and cry on the comments all day, but how many of y'all actually bring something new to the table for the business? None of y'all, bro. That's a good, fresh idea. I mean, because you already kind of wild carded anyway, but they should tamper down with that with people, like I said, NXT call-ups only. Like if Roxanne was to come up right now, she should be able to bounce around if she didn't get drafted. But then again, y'all know I ain't trying to say right now because of course the draft like right around the corner is next week. But like, y'all know what I'm saying. If they don't get drafted, and I ain't saying pre-drafts because some people don't get drafted immediately after the draft anyway. So I ain't talking about that. I say like a week or 2 or 3 or a month after the draft die down. Then you do like a rule where if the NXT wrestlers don't they get called up after the draft, they get the free for all until they win their first major title. Because you got to think about it, that title gonna stick them to that roster anyway until they lose it. Then I'm sure they're gonna at least do one program like a program with a rival that's gonna stretch to a pay-per-view. So they're gonna have it for at least a month or 2, hopefully. So then that should dictate them stuck to that roster. Who gonna lose a belt and then just be like, all right, off to SmackDown? Nah. Soon as you lose, like say if the Solo's Intercontinental Champion, if he lose, but wait a minute, I see why he kind of bounce around now. It just hit me. That's another reason why Solo bounce around. He in the bloodline. But then again, they actually had the keys to. Yes, it all makes sense why they kind of bounce around now. Roman Reigns, double champions. He got to pass on both shows. Usos was double champions and getting a rematch. Don't you got to build up a program with the Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn? Otherwise, you basically dictating already that Sami Zayn them gonna win. How you gonna guarantee the Usos unless there's a behind the scenes reason why the Usos are winning? Because you basically guarantee Sami and KO keeping it. They ain't even defended it once, I don't think. You gonna have them win at WrestleMania and then just drop the belts next week on a non-pay-per-view show. I don't know, bro. I don't think that's what's finna happen. That's just my opinion. I don't think that's what's finna happen. Usos talking a good game, and that's why they've been looking strong for the last 2 weeks. People don't know nothing about putting people over. Oh, LWO, they put them together to be jobbers and look weak. Bro, they finna win at the very first pay-per-view they get booked at against the Judgment Day. I promise you that, bro. Judgment Day been looking weak since forever. You gotta make them look strong. Y'all cry to get Finn Balor looking pushed, and then he part of a group that's kind of finally starting to get pushed, and then you cry when it happens. I don't understand wrestling fans. Y'all are the most crybaby. And then other generations, that's why I miss not having the internet or before, technology just got so big, because you didn't have to hear people cry. Now people like me can make videos. Anybody can make videos. Like it takes away from the feel. I don't know, bro. It's weird to me. Just hearing people cry all day. Don't watch it. You don't like it, don't watch it. That's all I gotta tell you. You don't like it, don't watch it. You know how many channels you got on the average TV, bro? Without having major cable network, bro. If you don't like it, don't watch it. It's just that simple. Matt Riddle really thought he was gonna paint his nails and do all that little, you feel me, Tyler Perry-ish, and go against Solo, the street champ, and really was gonna get one over. Bro, didn't he dog on you last week? I thought you learned your lesson. And you got put through a table after the match, bro. Usos, you got one and done. One table, done. Done. Reporting live from Bloodline TV. Matt Riddle's dead. We get the fuck out of here. Let's roll. Let's roll. You feel me? Got me feeling like for real, bro. That mess is too funny, bro. I love squashing people's favorite wrestlers. I mean, one day it's gonna happen to us. Shoot, Roman ain't gonna keep the belt forever. He like the last thing holding it strong. Solo's reputation. Uso's mic work. You feel me? Paul Heyman's guest appearances here and there. They doing what they can. They still keep the bloodline strong. To me, it's better than what the NWO was really doing on the back end. Because to me, I got a good feel the first year. Then I kind of wanted Scott Hall to kind of do his own thing, because Scott Hall is always my favorite. My brother, to me, that's Razor Ramon, his favorite wrestler. I always had big respect for Razor. I look at him as Razor, not Scott Hall. Why would I look at you as the worst version of yourself when the best is you? It's Razor Ramon. All that outsiders and all that NW, that's cool, but you was playing a secondary third role. Both of them won world titles in that same company, but you. If you would have stayed in WWF as Razor Ramon, I'm sure you probably would have got the belt at least once. And you friends with all them, you would have got the belt. You took money over cachet. And those you realize, if you would have been known as former WWF heavyweight champion, especially in the 80s, 90s era, bro, You could have called your own shots at certain companies where that same money you would have got early in your career in WCW, you would have got some of that on the back end of the rest of your career. You got to think about it, bro. Your name value helps. Which one helps? Of you being on a guest spot on an ESPN show. You think they're going to pay you $100K to talk? Former NFL player who never made it in the All-Star team, or a former NFL player who's a 5-time All-Star, or former NFL Super Bowl, 3-time Super Bowl winner. Bro, they got to pay you the bag just off the name value. 3-time Super Bowl winner. That's why these wrestlers is just like these people with these contracts. They be messing up. They shortchange themselves. You would take Vince would have paid you a little bit off the top less than what you would have got at WCW, because at that time Vince probably was kind of like trying to crunch money better. He would have paid you a little bit less, would have booked you better had you stayed. Then you got booked. Dude, you went from being a prestigious Intercontinental Champion to being a lackey and to being a lackey who primarily cheated, was out of shape, barely had big rivalries, used the taser, won a TV title maybe, and you one of my favorites, and it sucks I gotta talk about you like that because you just passed away nothing long ago. But seriously, that's just what happens when you bet on yourself sometimes. And it really wasn't even a bet about betting on yourself. You bet on the money. You was getting pushed. You bet on the money. It's the same thing with Neville. Intercontinental Champion. What was he? Man, whatever belt. I can't even remember, bro. Feels like forever ago, bro, when Neville was king of the cruiserweights. Yes. Bro, that cruiserweight belt felt like the United States Championship back when WCW had it. It felt like the Intercontinental title almost. When Miz, well, I ain't gonna say Miz had it, but I'm gonna say, I'm talking about the versions of the strap, because it's 2 variations. It's really 3 variations of the Intercontinental title. It's the white strip one, it's the black strip one in the back, and then it's like the primary one that we most normally used to seeing. I ain't counting them new ones. Them are ugly. I'm counting the throwback ones. And the white strip one, to me, ain't got the most history. I don't think that's the one Razor Ramon had. I think they kind of had that in and out here and there, but I think they used the other ones more so back then. I had to go back and check. Me and my boy used to collect magazines and stuff. I ain't seen that mess since I was a kid. But hold on, let me finish this video. Finish this off. Yeah, man, they bet on themselves, took the little bags, just like Swerve. Bruh, Hit Row would have actually been a legitimate team. Serious, they would have been a legitimate team, even though they suck. They would have been a legitimate team had he not left. It all fell apart when he left. Top Dollar's not ready, bro. Ashanti's not ready, bro. The girl not ready, bro. Brandy, whatever, they not ready. And normally I try to bring up the black wrestlers, but you got to call it for what it is sometimes. Some people goated, and some's not even just there yet. And I ain't even talking about the in-ring work. I'm talking about the presentation, the way they're booked, the way they're presented, the way they talk sometimes, the way they kind of, well, we can even get to the ring work too. The way they kind of put that together too is not really that impressive. Name one time you just hit your head, it was like, man, I ain't seen Hit Row in a while. Sure feel nice to watch a Hit Row match. See, I ain't trying to do them like that, but that's the position you have when your leader leaves. You know what I'm saying? Even if Triple H had a few months to really, really control some stuff, y'all got over by the time Vince even got a chance to put his hands on you. But yet he gone, and I don't feel like he doing really nothing in AEW. All them boys go over there and do nothing. Miro, nothing. Cody, same mid-Carter. Which one would you rather want on your resume? The TNT Championship 1,000,000 times for a new company that's barely been here 5 years, or Intercontinental Championship that probably goes way back to like the 1918s or whatever. Come on, bro. The Intercontinental Championship alone speaks volumes, bro. You can go on a talk show and still get presented like with something with the Intercontinental title, especially if the person is a little bit into wrestling. Ain't nobody finna take you serious with no TNT Championship, bro. A lot of people don't even know wrestling still is going on TNT since the Nitro days. I'm serious, bro. AEW does a horrible job of promoting their stuff. I put my stuff in Walmart, magazines, cups, something, cold drinks, something, but they ain't got it out there just yet for some reason. But Tony Khan Daddy got this money on.